Right, so we're going to move on. Larry, I've enabled screen sharing for the showcase, so you should be able to get started. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine, thank you. Just before I do that, I've just got a little like questions and answers, what I put together, just to make everyone clear of what the government are doing to help businesses. And very interesting what Bill's talking about with cash flow, because cash is king, and lots of companies are struggling through the pandemic, and we've actually managed to help them quite a lot during the time. So whilst all businesses set goals and take risks, there's lots of them that take it to a new level. So if your company is carrying out any research and development as a means of improving existing products or services or developing new ones, you could be eligible for R&D tax credits. But it's not just tax credits now, it's cash. So if you've got a tax credit of, say, £20,000, you could take the cash if you need it, if you need the cash in your business, but you don't get as much cash. You might say to you, well, if you want the cash, you can have £18,000, for example. So you've got the choice. So there are multiple advantages made possible by R&D. The most obvious is that you're enhancing your product lines, but that's not where the benefits end. There's a list of things where I can give you just an idea of what we're talking about. Solving problems faced by your target audience and customer base. Optimize specific areas of operations which can result in lower costs. Streamlining production and logistics and a reduced carbon footprint. Establish a competitive edge by offering a very best version of a particular product or service. Improve your company's reputation and attract top talent. Increase sales thanks to a superior offering. Showcase your company's dedication and focus when applying for finance and taking on investors. And acquire patents for new products, ensuring sustainability within your marketplace. So does it apply just to physical products? No, it doesn't. It means anything that could be developed, processes, services, software are eligible. And how do you qualify? As long as you can prove that you carry out legitimate R&D, you should be okay. For you, if your team had started a project not knowing what the results will be, or even if the goal was achievable and the process led to a clearly defined outcome, you're good to go. But even if you don't make a profit in your business, you could still be eligible to claim. The UK is a nation that thrives on creativity and clever thinking. An R&D tax credit is designed by the government to incentivize this mindset, encouraging businesses to experiment as a means of making the world a better place. When a company invests time and money and effort into exploring the possibility of better solutions, it's only fair that it's rewarded for the hard work and dedication. How much can you claim? It doesn't matter. We've managed to recoup £100 for a company, and the highest claim we've put through is £230,000. So the amount doesn't matter. When they've got £3.5 billion available, just imagine a small percentage of that is very nice to recoup. So the benefits of R&D is open to all sectors and industries, a wide range of costs, a few just behind me on the banner. I don't know if you can see them, but there's too many to go into in a short presentation like this.
Larry, sorry, I'm not sure if you're supposed to be sharing the screen.
Not at the moment, no.
Oh,
not
okay,
at the moment,
sorry.
Not at the
I
moment.
just
No,
wanted to
I'm going on
check.
in a minute.
Okay.
Achieve more with a smaller annual budget. It frees up more cash flow, which can be invested into additional R&D or other areas of business. And I said, there's no minimum claim and you don't have to make a profit. So now I'd like to share the screen, please, Darren, just for quick slides.
Yep, so at the bottom there should be a button that says share. Should be on Zoom.
Right.
There we go.
Can you see it?
Yep, I can.
Okay. I'll be brief because I haven't got enough time to go through every single slide. So the company was set up by the two gentlemen in front of you. One's an internet guru on the right, and the other one is a businessman that has several businesses. And they set up about 5.5 years ago, and they are very successful in what they do. They have a team of 21 people in the group made up of systems analysts and bankers, accountants. So the next one is, again, a quick one because there's too much to go into. But when it was founded, the two gentlemen you saw, they started it and have a great knowledge of the market. The office is based in Manchester, and it secures a brand new office, which has a client base of 300 UK businesses, which is actually more than that now. And with coverage of all industry sectors spanning from turnovers from 150k to over 90 million pounds. So now I'd like to give you a quick, it's a couple of minutes, that's all it is, video.
The latest September 2020 figures show that just over 16,000 UK limited companies have ever claimed R&D tax refunds or credits out of more than 4 million limited companies. That's less than 2%. This incentive can be worth a lot of money to your business, and it's the government's way of rewarding innovation. However, it's a complicated process, and if you get it wrong, you could incur penalties. Some business owners do try themselves. However, in our experience, most are not getting the full value as it isn't an easy process. At RDS, we specialise in R&D tax credits and refunds and are experts in making sure you get the maximum value for the minimum effort so you can focus on growing your company. We manage the whole process, often doubling the value of your claim due to our in-depth industry knowledge of the R&D tax incentive scheme launched in 2000. We are so confident in our process, we only charge a small percentage after your claim has been successful. To find out more, send a short email to claims@rdsltd.uk with your name, your company name and phone number to arrange an introductory meeting.
The claim itself, again, is a bit too long to go into, but as you can see, the 6 steps. The first one being an assessment, the second one being an analysis, and the third one, see, a proposal. And then we go on to a client approval, which we send to the client to get the approval of what we've done before we process the claim and send it to the HMRC. Step 5 is the CT600, which most accountants do at the end of the year for the company, and that's when we submit it to the accountant to put it through. And then the final one, step 6, is receive the tax credit, which could actually wipe your tax bill out, the company tax bill. Where do the customers come from? As you can see by that cake, a lot of it is from established clients who are happy with their claim. We get 4.3 from LinkedIn, which I'd obviously like to increase, talking to James and Darren and Steve about how we can expand on that. And as you can see, there's independent referrers there. Accountants don't want to do this. They're not familiar with the scheme in terms of getting the best out of it. and maximizing a claim. So they outsource it and give it to us. So that's basically where we get our work from. We have our own app, which we've developed ourselves, which is actually getting money back for R&D because it's a unique app, which can tell you exactly what you're entitled to get. So basically, that is it in the time I've got available. I've got my wife's mugshot there for you, just as a little bonus. So that's me. And if anyone's got any questions of how to benefit from this, please fire away.
Thanks, Larry. Yep, David.
Hope you understand.
It's just occurred to me while you were talking that perhaps anyone that's puts a new business process into their company, like process digitalization, would they get some sort of benefit from that if they organize their workflows?
In a word, yes, David, because it's something that they've created. I think the easiest way to answer your question is it's got to be new. It can't be replicated by any other company in the UK. So if they put a digital operation into practice, and generally IT and software digital technology is pretty big because it's new. But if it does something that's got a use and a benefit at the end of it, that's fine.
So
yes.
If it was a custom implementation, then that would be exactly right.
Yes, as long as it's not on the shelf already.
I will set up a call with you later today.
Right, there we go. I'm glad to be of help straight away.
Steve.
Yes, great overview of that, Larry. One question is the whole fund from the government set up specifically for VAT registered companies?
It's any company that's obviously limited and it's registered at Company House, and as long as they're paying tax. It doesn't apply if you're taking dividends, but it applies if you're taking a wage, because salaries, pension and NI can be claimed back. But if your director's taking a dividend, unfortunately, that doesn't qualify.
Great, thanks.
You're welcome.
Does anyone else have any questions? Larry? Brilliant. Well,
I'd just like to speak to everybody and see if there's anything we can do to help, because I'm so passionate about helping companies get what they just deserves and what they truly deserve. And there's many out there that aren't getting it when they should be.
yeah.
Thank you for listening to me.